say is the Cloud Security Alliance. We've also partnered up with Interpol and NZGDC17, which is another university. So I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys about the game industry in New Zealand. So there was the report that came out recently said like $100 million, right, something along those lines for the game development in New Zealand. Obviously, it's an export-heavy industry, so it's something that the government's really keen on protecting. And as we're looking at cloud security and online games are really only getting bigger and bigger because of moving away from single player and things and moving more towards those big multiplayer games and things like that. Security is obviously quite an important aspect of those. And if that's going to be a big developing industry in New Zealand, we're going to protect that right from the start. So I'm sure you guys are quite familiar with some of these pictures, playing games. So on the top left, you've got lots of people who are watching RuneScape, wall packing in Counter-Strike, and then gold, someone's selling gold in World of Warcraft. So obviously these things are a really big problem for your game because they're going to impact the way that the player base is going to feel about the game. And obviously the way that the players feel about the game has a really big impact on whether they're going to stay or where they're going to go. So more recently, Diablo 3 had a huge problem with botting and people selling things on the auction house to the point where it was really pushing players away from staying in game. So you need to be able to detect things like that before they become an issue and you do lose your player base. So Battlegrounds at the moment is, I guess someone's familiar with that, one of the big games. Botting in Battlegrounds at the moment is kind of really easy because you can just like have the bot which will sit there and get stuff for free. So you make free money for having a computer running, which is great. Unless you're an actual player who's in a decouples all your items, right? So that sucks. So these are the things that need to be dealt with really quickly. So I've got a video as well, which hopefully not everyone has seen because otherwise that's going to suck. So that's all I'm going to do. I tried this before the talk and it worked perfectly. Isn't this always the way? Okay, there you go. So yeah, you can see this girl was streaming live on Twitch. So you guys might have seen this one before. Accidentally hit the wrong hotkey, bring your cheat screen up onto the screen that you're streaming live. It kind of sucks that this doesn't have the sound because the next bit is, so you can see her doing all this stuff and then she pretty quickly takes it away. It goes on playing, but obviously someone caught onto that. And I think it's around here. It's not going to be very good without the sound, but someone sends her a link to a YouTube video that they uploaded of like that snippet with all the like MLG. Oh! So people get caught out, and it does sort of, it is ruining their careers. But if people like this would only be caught out from the fact they did it live on stream, what does that say about the other people who are doing it? Because she didn't get banned because she was detected, she got banned because someone linked this YouTube video through to that. And there's obviously been a lot of problems with that. If you guys are familiar with W2 and Counter-Strike, having pretty huge competitive gaming pools. So you're reaching a point where you have prize pools of millions of dollars, and people are, even to the best of your efforts with providing computers and trying not to let them plug their own devices and things like that, they're still managing to get cheats and things to run within a competitive environment. So I didn't bring the video, which I should have, another one where I think it was a competitive Counter-Strike tournament where a guy plugged his phone in under the pretense he was just charging it, and so side-loaded some DLLs through his phone. Yeah, so you can do shit like that, which is, I'm sorry. So yeah, you can do bad stuff regardless of how you try and deal with this from we're not going to allow you to bring your own computer, okay, that's fine. We're not going to allow you to bring your own keyboard and mouse anymore, that's fine. And slowly you move more and more towards a sterile environment. But that's only working because you're sort of attempting to blacklist stuff, really. Whereas if you attempt it from a behavioral approach, where you try and detect whether what the interaction that someone's taking within a game is actually genuine or not, you're going to have a lot more valuable feedback from that. So yeah, you're obviously going to have a negative media retention. So whenever any of these things come out with someone on the highest scores has got there by hacking, or all of these Counter-Strike pros were hacking in the big tournament, that attracts negative media retention to your company, and that doesn't look good because that's when you lose your player base. You don't want to play if everyone else is cheating. People really don't want to play if it's obvious that they're getting destroyed constantly by cheaters, but people don't want to play as well if it's only marginal cheating that's still giving them a negative, like a disadvantage. So obviously in games that have currency, so things like in MMOs, you're going to have inflation within your currency if you have lots of people botting, so that's another problem. So a lot of these things are context dependent in terms of how you're going to have to deal with them. So the way you deal with cheating in a first-person shooter is going to be different to the way that you deal with cheating in an MMO. So there's a lot of general approaches trying to detect whether anyone's running malicious software alongside of yours, but if you're running any security stuff on the user's side, you kind of violate the first rule of security, right? If you run it in the user's environment, they are in control of some of whatever you're doing is going to break. So really, all of your security does need to be processed your side. So these are just security concerns that we'd like people to look at while building games. So really the point of this talk, which I don't know if I across that well, is we'd like to work with you to have security be involved in your entire development process rather than just being an afterthought. So even with regular software, so business development software, we often see security is put in as an afterthought. They build the product and then they tack on some security stuff at the end, or they put application firewall in front and they say we're safe now. That's obviously, it never works. So if you're going to build security, it needs to be, right from the start, security needs to be included in the development process. So we'd like to help you with that. And as a part of the Stratus project, we mainly split up into 4 sections. So data provenance, so that's who's looking at my data, who's changing my data. So depending on whose perspective you're looking at, that could be the user's perspective, or you're looking at the user's data of how they play, and they might want to know about that. Or you might look at it from your perspective of who's trying to interfere with your data, and how can we track that. For encryption, obviously that's good for your storage and transmission. If you don't want someone manning the middle of games, so what's a good example of that? Basically anything competitive at all, we end up with people servicing each other and things like that. So anomaly detection is sort of what I was talking about before, anomaly detection and attribution. If you want to detect cheating, we want to do that through anomaly detection rather than blacklisting or whitelisting. So behaviors that are genuine versus behaviors that are malicious, it can be a little bit more difficult to detect when you first start doing it, but once you get into it, it actually becomes a much better approach to working out whether someone is cheating or not. And then finally, disaster recovery. If the bad thing does happen, you want to be able to get back to a state where you can play again. So depending on what your context is, that may be restoring your servers after a natural disaster. It could be that you've had some vulnerability in your game that's destroyed all of the players' inventories or something like that. It could be, everyone's items are gone. How do I recover from this? So these are all concerns that are applicable in a cloud environment, but are also directly applicable into a game development environment as well. So all of these concerns are important to the business that you think of when you think of business, like I guess on the desk with a soup shuffling papers, is just as applicable to the game industry. These are important things that need to be considered. So as a part of my research, I was working in RO3, which was anomaly detection and attribution. So real user identification. So how can we verify that the user is who they say that they are? So is the person who is on the account the person who owns the account, or has someone accidentally come in and are they going to trade away all someone's items? Or are they destroying their reputational score within your game, or however your point system works? You want to protect that. Same user identification, so you end up with games that charge any sort of subscription fee or have any sort of leveling process. I'm sure you guys all heard of like boosting services, where if you have any game that has leveling, no matter what it is, you can pay someone who can get you to the max level. You don't really want that. You don't want your users cheating their way to the top. You'd rather have users who are genuine at the top, because otherwise it defeats the purpose. It defeats the fun for the people who are playing fairly. So being able to detect that is obviously beneficial. And then trait identification, so what can we determine about our player base without having to ask them for this information. So if you want to know more information about who's playing your game without having to ask them, what is your gender, how old are you, how much do you earn, what sort of occupation do you have, things like that. You can, depending on the inputs that you take, you can approximate these values based on the way that people behave. So that's largely been what my research has been about, is trait identification. So if anyone wants to talk about that, I'd love to talk about that. If you'd be interested in working with us, you can talk to me. I'll be here and I should be at the after party drinks thing a little bit later tonight, if anyone's got that. Or you could also talk to Brian Cole, who's seated over here. And this is my contact information. Thank you very much for your attention.
5 minutes for questions.
Cool. Does anyone have any questions?
Do you know anything about working with third-party security integrations like Valve's APG system or things like that?
No, sorry, not really. I don't really have that much to do with actual game development. I tried with Global Game Jam once, which was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Brian. But yeah, beyond that, I don't actually have that much experience developing games, which I'd like to sort of fix. It's something I'd like to get into. So it's something that's not really honestly looking for. Did anyone else have any questions?